Okay, so welcome to chemistry class. So today po we will discuss thermochemistry. So our lesson number 2 for general chemistry 2. So for today po, we have here the learning competencies. Today we will explain the first law of thermodynamics. We will also explain the enthalpy of a reaction and we will calculate the change in the enthalpy of a given reaction using the Hess law. So these are the learning competencies of this lesson. Okay po, but before we proceed to our first law of thermodynamics, let's discuss first the nature of energy and types of energy. So first, we have here energy. So energy is the capacity to do work. Well, in common definition, we cannot do anything or we cannot do work if there is no energy or if you don't have energy. No? So for us to do things, for us to do work, kailangan meron tayong energy. So kapag, paano po natin ginigain tong energy na to? Kapag po tayo ay pagod, okay po, we need to rest. Number one, we need to rest, no? Number two, we need to eat. Okay? For us to gain energy, for us to have energy, we need to eat. Okay? At kapag ka po tayo ay kumakain, we can gain energy po. And that energy will use, okay po, and we will utilize this energy for us to do work, no? And in chemistry, work is defined as directed energy change. Okay po, this one is directly energy change o pagbabago ng energy in resulting in a process. So what happened to the energy if there is a process? Or what happened to the energy in a process? Po. So before and after the process. So in chemistry, that is work. Okay. So after that, we will having the nature of the types of energy. So we have here four types of energy. Number one is radiant energy. When we say radiant energy, or also known as solar energy, this one is comes from the sun. Okay po? And this one is the primary Earth's energy source. Okay, so for example, sunlight, okay po, from the sun used by the plants for photosynthesis. So they are using sunlight po for them to undergo photosynthesis. No, they are, for example, for those photosynthetic organisms like plants and other bacteria, they are using radiant energy for them to survive and for them to gain energy po. No, so another example is the solar panels. Okay po. We are converting lights, okay po, using the sunlight into electricity. And that is example of radiant energy. Next, we have what we call thermal energy. From the word it's a thermal energy is associated with the random motion of atoms and molecules. So, pag sinabi po nating thermal energy, it talks about the motion of the atoms and the molecules. Okay? So, if they are agitated, okay po, it will become more it will become hotter or magkaroon siya ng higher temperature. So because of the random motions. Okay po. So example of this thermal energy is boiling water. No, for example, nagpainit po tayo ng tubig. So what will happen to the molecules of the water if ito ay magiging mas mainit or ito ay maging mainit? So the molecules will become agitated. So it will produce, it will become heat or it will become hot water because of the molecules motion and molecules behavior. So another example for thermal energy is geothermal vents, no? Yung mga geothermal vents na meron tayo. These geothermal vents are the heat released by the earth po galing sa ilalim ng mundo. Okay? So that's an example of thermal energy. Next is chemical energy. When we say chemical energy, this one is stored or energy is stored in the bonds of chemical substances, or this one is stored within the structural unit of chemical substances. Okay po? So for example of these are the food we eat. Okay po. So we are converting and we can converting the food into energy and it is stored in our body for future use. Tama? So hindi naman po lahat pag kumain ka, okay po, after that magamit mo na lahat, no? I think 3 to 4 hours, no, bago tayo magutom. Okay po, and we really need to feed ourselves again for us to gain energy, diba? That's an example of chemical energy. And another example of chemical energy is the batteries. Batteries which store energy used to power devices. Okay po? So, kung hindi mo naman siya gagamitin, it's stored in the battery itself. Okay? Next is potential energy. When we say potential energy, this one is energy available by the virtue of an object's position. So, this one is energy stored because of an object's position. For example, a book on a shelf, okay po, ready to fall due to gravity po. So, or water stored in a dam which can be released to generate electricity. So, those are an example of potential energy. Once it is in stored or it is in place, okay po, that is an example of potential energy. The book in the shelf, the water is stored in a dam, those are the examples of potential energy. O things po or phenomenon with potential energy. Okay. Next is, of course, in thermochemistry, we are going to discuss in chemical reaction the energy changes, specifically the heat. Okay po, we are talking about heat because this is thermochemistry. And thermochemistry discuss or focus on heat. Okay, so heat is the transfer of thermal energy between two bodies that are in different temperatures. Sabi po dito, this is between two bodies that are in different temperatures. So anong pinag-uusapan natin dito? We are talking about higher and lower temperature. Okay? So it is a transfer, ibig sabihin may movement po tayo ng thermal energy from one place to another. So example, from we are inside the classroom with 17 degrees Celsius, for example. Sorry for my gamit ko po ay mouse lang. And the temperature outside the classroom is 45 degrees Celsius. Okay po. So medyo saan po ang mainit? Saan po kaya mas mainit? Sa loob ng classroom or doon sa labas ng classroom? So dalawa po yung temperature natin. Again, it is between two bodies with different temperature. So kapag po nasa bahay tayo at galit si Mama Nemo, 'di ba? Ang Mama Nemo kapagka, binubuksan mo ang kwarto mo tapos naka-turn on ang aircon. Anong kadalasan sinasabi ni Mama Nemo? 'Di ba? "Oh, sarado mo ang pinto kasi lalabas ang aircon." Okay? So it will not support the concept of heat transfer. Okay? When we say heat transfer or transfer of thermal energy, it is from higher temperature to lower temperature. So kung ang temperature po natin sa labas ng classroom is 45 degrees Celsius at ang temperature natin inside the classroom is 17 degrees Celsius. So mas mainit po yung nasa labas. So ang mangyayari po, ang tendency, ang temperature from the outside, okay po, of the classroom, okay po, will go to the classroom or inside the classroom with 17 degrees Celsius na temperature. Again, kapag sinabi nating heat, that is a transfer of thermal energy kung saan po it is between in two different temperature, two bodies with different temperature. So it is always in higher temperature to lower temperature. So ang tama pong concept kapagka binubuksan natin ang pintuan ng ating kwarto at bukas naka-turn on ang ating aircon, hindi po lumalabas yung lamig, kundi pumapasok po yung init. Kasi mas greater po yung amount ng high temperature sa labas kaysa po dun sa temperature na nasa loob po ng kwarto. At mas malamig po yung ating kwarto kaysa po doon sa labas ng ating room or ng ating pong kwarto. Okay? Okay. So that is heat. Okay? So next, we have here heat po or in thermochemistry po. Okay, sorry po. Okay, so it focus on if you are going to study the heat po in chemistry, so this one is also known as thermochemistry. So the study of heat change in chemical reactions. If there is chemical reaction, there's always a change in energy. Specifically, heat. In thermochemistry po, we are talking about heat energy. Okay? So, may pagbabago doon sa heat energy if there is a chemical reactions. That is thermochemistry. Okay? So, we have here it is very important for us to study this one, po, the system and surroundings. Kasi po, ito yung magiging basic o ito yung magiging foundation natin for us to understand po the movement of the heat. Saan ba siya pupunta? Saan siya nanggaling? Sino ang mag-absorb? Sino ang magre-release? Okay? So we have here what we call the system. But when we say system, this is the specific part of the universe that is interest to us. Okay? This one is the thing that we are going to observe or that we are going to assess, or ito yung bagay kung saan nangyayari yung reaction na titignan or i-observe po natin. Okay? So system is the main thing that you are going to study, yung pag-aaralan po natin. Okay po, this is the part where the chemical reaction actually happens. Kung saan mangyayari yung chemical reaction, yun po yung system na tinatawag. For example, in our last activity, in laboratory activities, we do acid-base titration. Okay po? So, in our activity po, kung iniisip mo na ang atin pong magiging system is the burette, nagkakamali ka doon. Because hindi po sa burette mangyayari yung reaction. Based on our laboratory experiment, nangyari ang reaction sa Erlenmeyer plus. We add the titrant from the burette. Po, we add the titrant from the burette, which is the NaOH or the sodium hydroxide. So with increment amount of the titrant, which is the sodium hydroxide, okay po, pababa doon sa ating analyte, which is our acid po, or yung ating tinatawag na analyte na tinatawag. So dito po nangyari yung tinatawag nating titration. Nagkaroon dito ng chemical reaction. Nung naghalo po yung acid at base, nagkaroon ng chemical reaction. So based on our definition, this is the part where, again, the system is the part where the chemical reaction actually happen. So because dito nangyari yung tinatawag nating reaction, this is our system. Okay po? So next is the surrounding. So we have here the surrounding. Surrounding is the rest of the universe outside the system. All of the things that is in the surrounding, that is in the system is the surrounding. For example, lahat ng mga bagay na nakapalibot dito sa ating Erlenmeyer plus is our surrounding. The air, the table, the hands, even you as observer that time, you are considered as surroundings. Bakit po? Possible po kasi that you can transfer energy for the system. You can also receive, or that you can also absorb the energy from the system. So again, yung mga bagay na nasa palibot ng ating pong system, that is surrounding. Okay? So especially yung ating pong mga example kanina ay yung ating pong naging laboratory activities nung nung tayo po ay naglab, no? So again, kung saan po nangyayari yung reaction, doon po yung ating system, at kung ano po yung nasa paligid ng system natin, those are the surroundings. So that's very important to identify kung sino po yung surrounding at kung sino po yung ating magiging system. Itandaan niyo lang po, kapag system, again, that is the place where the chemical reaction actually happens. And the surroundings is the everything else around the system. Okay po? So basically, this includes anything outside the plus, okay po, or the Erlenmeyer plus, the table, the air, the hands, the observer, even you, no? Okay, and the rest of the things inside the room or in the laboratory, those are the surroundings that can affect po the energy or the heat energy of the system. Okay, it's either inabsorb niya the system yung heat galing sa surrounding, or nag-release po ng heat energy si system for the surrounding. So it's or vice versa. Okay? So next, we have here different types of system. Of course, alam na natin yung system, no? Okay. We need to identify the system or different types of system po. So number one, we have the open system. When we say open system, okay, the mass and energy can move in and out of this system. So, yung mass natin, okay po, pwede siyang pumasok at lumabas doon sa ating system. even the energy or specifically yung heat energy. Kung siya po ay pumapasok at lumalabas sa system or pwede siyang pumasok or lumabas sa system, that is a consider or we will consider it as open system. Best example for this is the Erlenmeyer plus without the lead. Okay po? So, the mass can enter and go outside po or go out. Okay po? In the system. Okay po? Even the mass. Yung mga mass na tinatawag, yung mga air, yung vapor, yung mga substances na nilalagay po inside the plus, the Erlenmeyer plus, yun po yung mass na tinatawag natin. So for example, yung mga liquid substances, yung mga chemicals na nilagay po natin dyan, those are the mass. E kung siya ay nakapasok at nakakalabas doon sa loob ng Erlenmeyer plus, that is an example of open system. Okay? So, another example for open system is you. No, as human, for example, if you are inhaling air and you also releasing air, no, kung saan man yan nagre-release, okay? Example po yan ng open system. We are an example of open system, okay? Next is closed system. When we say closed system, it allows the transfer of the energy or the heat but not the mass. So, tandaan mo lang, kapag ka po closed system, this one is the mass leaves the container or the plus while the heat can escape. Okay po? The heat can escape. Okay po? Or the energy can leave. But the mass cannot leave this system. No substances can go out or in the system. Okay po? No mass transfer. But we can still pass through or the heat can pass through the container. There is there is an energy transfer happen. So, pag closed system po, si mass, hindi siya pwedeng pumasok at lumabas doon sa system. But the heat po can go in and out of the system. Po. So, that's an example of closed system. That is a closed system. Example is the Erlenmeyer plus with lead. Okay po. Sabihin, kapag ka po tinakpan yan, example na po yan ng open system kasi hindi na po pwedeng maglagay or maglagay or magbawas ng mass sa loob ng system natin. Third one is the isolated system. When we say isolated system, this one is nothing, this one is the example of system that there is no, okay po, there is no things that can enter or leave. Okay po, there is no heat or there is no mass can leave the system. Okay po, so hindi po makakalabas dyan si mass at hindi po dyan makakalabas si heat. Okay po, so may question po kasi dito, paano po halimbawa sir, sa closed system, hindi po makalabas si heat pero nakakalabas po si mass. Example pa rin po ba siya ng closed system? Po, ganito siya. Yung heat natin, energy po siya that can pass, that can in or out of the container. So kung siya po ay natatrap na doon sa loob po ng ating system, that is an example of isolated system. Okay po? So dapat po yung magiging standard po natin for closed system, only the mass cannot go in or out of the system is an example of closed system. Okay? So, next. Okay. So, we have here, example lang naman po ito, yung closed system and yung atin pong open system and isolated system. So, let us proceed to this one, the state function. State function is the properties that are determined by the state of the system. Po, regardless, okay, please take note of this, regardless of how that condition was achieved. Okay, so ibig sabihin po nito, based on our example, it is very important for us to know the start and the end of the state. Okay, so you have the first state and the last state. That's the very important. Kasi hoda or regardless of how the condition was achieved or papaano siya nakarating doon or kung papaano po siya nagresulta sa ganung bagay. Okay po, parang ganito. Example, you are traveling from Imus, Cavite to Dasmariñas, Cavite. Okay po. So, yung starting point mo is Imus. Okay? And your end point is Dasmariñas, Cavite. For example, papasok ka ng school, you are from Imus and you are going to Lasal, Dasmariñas. So, ang pinaka-importante po is yung pinanggalingan mo, which is the start or the first state, and yung end state mo or yung last state mo, which is the school. Okay? So, kasi hodang ikaw ay nag-Aguinaldo Highway, nag-shortcut ka, kung saan ka man dumaan, nag-airplane ka man, nag-bus ka man, nag-jeep ka man, nag-chopper ka. So, kasi hoda kung anong ginawa mo, ang importante po is the first state and the final state, or the start point and the ending point. Okay po, that is the state functions. Okay po, example of this, yung mga hinahanapan po natin ng state functions o yung may properties na ganito ay energy, pressure, volume, and temperature. Okay, so that's state functions. It is the best example for it, yung kung saan ka nanggaling at kung saan ka papunta. Okay? Yung start and end lang po ang mahalaga. Okay? Ang importante doon kung saan ka nagsimula at kung paano ka nagtapos. Okay po? Hindi importante yung ruta o proseso na ginamit mo para makapunta ka doon. Okay po? So importante kasi yung end. Okay, yung mga results, that's the important things. Okay? And ano yung mga bagay na nagsimula bago makapunta dito? Okay po? Pero yung proseso kung paano siya nakapunta doon, hindi po siya importante. Okay? So next, we have here the first law of thermodynamics. Okay? So we have actually 4 law of thermodynamics. The zeroth law, the first law, second, and the third law of thermodynamics. But we will focus only with the first law of thermodynamics. Okay? So when we say first law of thermodynamics, the concept of this, energy can be converted, okay po, from one form to another but cannot be created or destroyed. Okay po. So tandaan mo lang po that the thermodynamics, energy cannot be created, energy cannot be destroyed, and energy can only change form. Okay po. So sa madaling sabi, you cannot create or you cannot destroy anything, okay po, o any energy po, but you can convert it from one form to another. Example, you have 1,000 peso coins. For example, meron ka 1,000 tigpipiso po. So ngayon, dahil nabibigatan ka, pinapalitan mo siya sa bill. Okay? Nagpapalit ka, pinapalitan mo siya, ginawa mo siyang papel, perang papel. Okay? Nagbago po ba yung form o nagbago po ba yung physical form nung pera? Of course, nagbago siya. It is from metal to paper, no? From coins to paper bill, o from coins to bill. Po. Ngayon, even though nagbago yung form niya, the value itself, yung value ng 1,000 peso coin is same with the value ng 1,000 bill. Tama? So, kung hindi po nabawasan yung value niya, kung nagpapalit ka ng 1,000 pesos, still the same pa rin yung value. You cannot create po money out of changing the peso coin into bill, di ba? And hindi naman din siya nabawasan. Okay po, yung value nung 1,000 pesos ay hindi naman nabawasan nung ikaw po ay nagpapalit ng 1,000 bill. Po. So that's, you cannot be create or you cannot destroy the value of that money. So same with energy. Okay po? Pinalitan mo siya but hindi mo siya sinira or hindi mo siya pinalitan. Po. So the total energy stays constant. It is moves or changes form. Okay? So even though nag-iba siya nag-iba po or nagkaroon ng conversion, it will still the same. Po. Next. So, in the first law of thermodynamics, we have here, for us to test the validity of this law, by measuring only the change in internal energy. So, we have here internal energy, po, of a system between its initial state and final state. So, we have what we call initial state, balik tayo sa state function, and final state in a process. Again, kung may pagbabago po doon sa internal energy, Okay po. It is between the initial state and the final state of the process or in a process. Okay? So, paano po natin siya kukunin? Or how we measure this one? So, we have here the change of internal energy is equal to the final initial energy, final internal energy and initial internal energy. So for us to get the change in internal energy, we need to identify first what is the final internal energy and the initial internal energy. And then we will subtract this one. Okay? So, wait lang po ha. Okay? So, next, where the initial internal energy and the final internal energy are the internal energies of the system in the initial and final states respectively. So, it is similar with the initial and final state. Po, the internal energy and the final energy is the energy of the system in the initial and final state of the system. Okay? Ganun po siya. So, for the first law of thermodynamics, po, in chemistry, we are normally interested in the energy changes, yung pagbabago po ng energy, specifically in heat po na pinag-uusapan, which may be plus containing reactants and products. Okay po? Not with its surrounding. The focus of this is the system itself, the system po mismo. Okay? So we have here the change of internal energy in the system is equal to the heat plus the work. Okay? So again, the change of internal energy is equal to the heat. Q is heat, okay po, and W is work. Okay? So how do we measure the energy using this heat and work? So we have heat and we have work. Again, heat is a transfer of one body to another as a result of difference in temperature. When we say work naman po, this one is energy transferred to or from an object by application of force along a displacement. So, tandaan nyo po yung term na force at tandaan nyo po yung term na temperature. Kapag heat po, we are talking about temperature. Pag work po, we are talking about force and displacement. Force along a displacement. Okay? Next. So, tandaan po natin ito. Please take note of this. Take a picture of this or screenshot of this sign or table of conventions for work and heat. Again, tandaan po natin, we have changed. For us to get the change in internal energy is we need the heat and the work. Pero paano po nag-work yung heat? Ano po yung behavior ng heat at ng work po in a system? So, dito po natin siya makikita po dito sa ating mga process. For example, number 1, work done by the system on the surroundings. Okay po dyan. Work done by the system on the surroundings. So, the work will be released by the system to the surroundings. I-release po ng system yung work done. Saan? Papunta po sa surroundings. So, what will happen to the system? Sa po ba ay magre-release o mag-absorb? Of course, kung siya po ay magbibigay, magre-release po siya, what will happen to the work? As a system, maglo-loss po ba siya or maggi-gain? So kung ikaw po ay nag-release, ikaw po ay maglo-loss or mababawasan ka. That's why we have here negative sign. Okay? So next one, the system releases work done, okay po, on the surroundings. Sabihin, papunta sa surroundings, palabas doon sa system. Kaya po siya may negative sign. Next one, work done on the system by the surroundings. Again, work done on the system by the surroundings. Dito po, ang nag-exert ng effort ay yung surrounding. Ang nagbigay or nag-release, okay po, ay ang surrounding absorbed by the system because work done on the system by the surroundings. Ano nangyari kay system? Nag-gain po ba siya or nag-loss siya? Of course, siya po ay nag-gain. That's why we have here a positive sign. Okay? So, let's proceed to the heat. Sabi po dito, heat absorbed by the system from the surroundings. Yung daw pong heat energy ay galing sa surrounding, absorbed by the system. So, pumasok po yung heat energy from the surrounding to the system. That's why we have positive sign. Okay? So, ang tawag po natin doon, endothermic. Okay po? Para matandaan, enter, pasok, endothermic process. Next. When heat absorbed by surroundings from the system, okay po? Ito naman po, si surroundings naman po ang nag-absorb ng heat galing sa system. Anong ginawa ng system? Nag-release or nag-gain? So ang ginawa po, ang ginawa po ng system, nag-release po siya ng heat papunta sa surroundings. So the system releases heat energy to the surrounding. That's why ang heat energy po ay palabas doon sa system. Ang tawag po doon ay exothermic process. Okay po? So this exothermic process po, exit, labas, exothermic process. We have negative sign. This is very important for us to identify later on yung atin pong mga quantity. Yung quantity na meron tayo kung siya po ba ay positive or in negative quantity. So, importante po itong table na ito para po sa ating discussion mamaya. Okay po? So, let us proceed to the application. So, we have here mechanical work. When we say mechanical work, this in thermodynamics, work has broader meaning that includes mechanical work. So an example of this is a combustion engine in automobiles. Okay po? So wait for a while. Okay, let us continue. So in mechanical work, we have here example, no, a piston. This one is an example of a combustion engine in a automobile. So this one is filled with gases po or gas, sorry. So if sabi po dito, as it expands, yung piston po, the gas pushes or as it expands, the gas pushes the piston upward against a constant opposing external atmospheric pressure. So the work done by the gas on the surrounding is work is equal to negative pressure times the change in volume. So balik po tayo dito sa ating combustion engine. Ano pong gas law ang ano pong gas law ang pwedeng mag-explain dito sa pressure and volume relationship? Sige nga po, isipin mo nga kung anong Charles law ang pwede pong i-apply dito or ano pong Charles law, anong gas law po ang concept yung pressure and volume relationship. Sige nga po, sagutan mo nga po yan kung ano yon. Okay, kung ang sagot mo po ay Boyle's law, tama ka po. So the pressure and volume relationship, that is Boyle's law. Okay? So tandaan niyo po ba si initial pressure, initial volume, final pressure, final volume. So that is Boyle's law. Tama? So if we have here, for example, ito yung volume natin, meron tayong 5 po yan, 5 ml for example. Okay? For example, we have 5 ml here and we have here 10 ml. So this will be your initial volume and this will be your final volume. For you to get the change in volume, kailangan mo pong gamitin yung change in volume is equal to final volume po o the VF minus VI or initial volume. Okay? Para makuha mo po yung change in volume, kailangan mo pong gamitin yung formula na change in volume is equal to the final volume minus initial volume. For example, kung i-apply po natin to, what will be your final volume? That is 10 ml minus 5 ml is 5 ml. So your change in volume is 5 ml. Oh, so this will be the change in volume. Multiply mo by the negative pressure. Bakit po siya negative pressure? Because the piston upward against a constant opposing external atmospheric pressure. Um, ni, sinasalungat niya po yung way para po para po mapatakbo, no, o ma-push yung piston po para tumakbo po yung sasakyan, no? So ito nga po pala yung reason kung bakit tumatakbo yung sasakyan. Okay po, so the combustion engine. Okay? So for us to get this one, okay po, yung ating work is equal to negative pressure times the change in volume. Para makuha mo po yung change of volume, ito po yung gagamitin po ninyo. Po, minsan po, given po itong ating, or yes, given po itong ating pressure. Okay po? Okay. Let us proceed to this one. This is very important. Okay? So we have here the work. Work is equal to negative pressure times the change in volume. Okay? Ito lang po tatandaan para mamaya mas maintindihan po ninyo. For gas expansion, that is in negative quantity. Tandaan, kapag nag-expand ang gas, okay po, that is negative quantity. So lahat po ng quantity na nag-expand, that is in negative quantity. Kapag naman po compression, nag-compress, okay po, nag-compress siya, that is in positive quantity. So ito po, lahat ng value lahat ng value ng mga ng uh, ng gas na nag-compress, that is in positive quantity. Okay? So the unit for the work done by or on the gas are liter atmosphere. Bakit po siya liter atmosphere? Again, volume and pressure relationship. Okay? But in work, we are using the unit joules. So, pag nakuha na po natin yung pong answer dito, okay po, sa work, we need to transfer or convert it into joules. Paano po yon? In every 1 liter atmosphere, tandaan, our standard unit is liter atmosphere. Kung ang given po natin ay naka ml, we need to convert it into liters by dividing by 1,000, no? So we have here 1 liter atmosphere is equivalent to 101.3 joules. So lahat po ng value nito i-multiply natin sa 101.3 joules. Okay? Okay. So next example. So we will having our first sample problem. Okay po, but before we proceed to that, let's have a uh, short break. Okay, so welcome back. So let's proceed to the sample problem. Okay po, so a certain gas expands in volume from 2.0 liters to 6.0 liters at constant temperature. Calculate the work done by the gas if it is expands against a vacuum and against a constant pressure of 1.2 atmosphere. Po. So what are our given? So we have here initial volume of 2.0 liters and we have final volume of 6.0 liters. Okay, that is our volume. Po, the value of our volume. Po. So we have initial and final volume. So for our first we need to get first, no, yung tinatawag nating against a vacuum. Okay. Pag sinabi nating vacuum, this one is an empty space. So there is no pressure. That's why our value for first or for letter A pressure or the first pressure is 0 because against vacuum is an empty space. Okay. So for next naman po, we will get the work against a constant pressure of 1.2 atmosphere. So we have here the pressure of 1.2 atmosphere. Okay. So required again, work against a vacuum and work against pressure of 1.2 atmosphere. Okay. Work against pressure of a vacuum and work against pressure of 1.2 atmosphere. So ang gagawin po muna natin, we will get first the solution in letter A. So again, our equation is work is equal to negative pressure times the change in volume. So for solution A, we have here 0 as our pressure multiplied by the change in volume. We have 6.0 liters minus 2.0 liters is 0. So we have a 4 liters dito times 0 is 0 or negative 0 or 0. Okay? So for solution B, we have here same equation. So we have negative, our sign, part of the formula. 1.2 atmosphere times 6.0 minus 2.0 liter. So that's we have 4 liters or 4.0 liters. That will be negative 4.8 liter atmosphere. Okay? So tapos na po ba? Again, our unit for work is joules. So we will convert this one into joules. Paano po yun? So we have negative 4.8 liters. Ito po yun. Nakuha natin kanina. Okay? Times 101.3 joules over 1 liter atmosphere. Bakit po tayo mayroong over 1 liter atmosphere? For us to eliminate the same unit. For example, this one, tatanggalin na natin to. Ang matitira na lang po dyan ay itong joules. So, negative 4.8 liters, negative 4.8 times 101.3 joules. The answer will be negative 4.9 times 10 to the power of 2. Okay po. So, ang sagot po ata dyan is negative 4.8 something. Negative 400 something. But again, our significant figure is 2 significant figures. That's why we have here 2 significant figures. Take note of this. The answer is 486.24. Okay po. So the answer is 486.24 and it becomes 4.9 times 10 to the power of 2 or negative 4.9 times 10 to the power of 2. Kasi po, we need only two significant figures. Okay? So, yun po yung ating rule. Okay? So, for our work doon sa una, sa letter A, ay 0. Po, 0 po yun. Kasi 0 lang po ang value nun. Okay? So, next. Next po natin, answer this one already. You can also answer this one again para po ma-practice po ninyo. Okay po, take a screenshot of this and try to answer this one. Okay, let us proceed to the second example. So this one, for example, this one, no? The work done a gas is compressed. Okay po, compressed in a cylinder like that shown in figure is 462 joules. So during this process, there is heat transfer of 128 joules from the gas to the surroundings. So i-review natin ulit yung table kanina na discuss natin, yung may mga sign, yung may positive and negative sign. If the work done in a surrounding by the system, the work is done by the system to the surrounding, ano po yung magiging value niya? Positive po ba siya or negative? Yung heat, halimbawa, pumasok siya sa system, positive po ba siya or negative? Kapag po ba yung heat ni-release from system to surrounding, positive po ba siya or negative? So yun doon na po papasok yung quantity o yung value nitong ating mga given. Okay po, for example, we have here 128 joules from the gas to the surrounding. So from the system to the surrounding. What will be the value of this 128 joules? Positive po ba siya or negative po ba siya? So later on, malaman po natin. No? How about this one? Work done when a gas is compressed. O, kanina po meron tayong naging example ng table kung compressed po ba siya or expand. Kapag compressed po siya, that is in positive sign. Kapag expand po, that is in negative sign. So ano po gagamitin nating sign para or quantity para doon sa ating value na 462 joules? Okay po. So we have here our given. So we have negative 128 joules. Bakit po? Because it is from the system to the surrounding. Nag-release, okay po, si system ng heat na 128 joules papunta po doon sa surrounding or nagkaroon ng heat transfer na 128 joules from the system to the surroundings. Okay po? So that's why our value for 128 joules or for our heat is negative 128 joules. Okay? Sir, bakit po yung work natin 462 joules? Kasi po, it is compressed. And in compression po, it is positive. So we have here positive value or quantity of 462 joules. Let's have this one, required. Ano po ang required? So we have here the internal or the change in internal energy, which is the heat, no? So we have here the equation, change in internal energy is equal to heat plus the work. So substitute the given, we have solution, negative 128 joules plus 462 joules. Okay, so what will be the answer? The answer will be 334 joules. Next. Next po. So let's proceed to this one. Okay, this example. If the expanding gases do 451 joules of work to the surroundings and the system losses 325 joules of heat, calculate the change in internal energy in joules. So paano po ito? So we have the given. For example, we have here given, okay, 325 joules, okay po, and work na 451 joules. Okay, o, tingnan natin kung masasagot po natin based sa given, based sa problem solving. Okay po, based po doon sa problem solving, okay, ang magiging value or quantity po ng ating heat and ng ating work. Okay, so we have here 451 joules as expanding gas. Okay, and we have 325 joules of heat from the system to the surrounding. So the system losses 325 joules. So nawalan siya. Okay, nag-release siya ng 325 joules. So ano mangyayari doon? What will be the quantity or the sign or the value of this given? So again, our required is the change in internal energy, and the equation is the change of internal energy is equal to the heat plus the work. So we have here, substitute the given. We have negative 325 joules plus negative 451 joules. Okay. Bakit po naging negative 325 joules yung atin pong heat? Kasi po it is, ano po, release by the system to the surrounding. Bakit po? Because the system losses 325 joules. Okay? The word losses. Okay? How about negative 451 joules? From the word expanding. Okay po? The word expanding or expansion. And expansion in gas po is in negative sign or in negative quantity. Therefore, our quantity for value for our work is negative 451 joules. So do the math. Negative 325 plus negative 451 is, what will be the operation? So same. We have positive or sorry, our operation is addition. Okay, so answer, we have negative 776 joules. Okay, so we have negative 777, sorry, negative 776 joule. Okay po, so that is how we compute the work po using the heat and the work. Okay. Okay po. So that's how we compute po the change in internal energy inside the system using the heat and the work. Next. So work. This one is checkpoint. Again, kindly screenshot of this and kindly answer this one. Okay po, if nasagutan nyo na po siya, sagutan nyo na lang po ulit para ma-practice po kayo. Okay po? So, good luck po sa inyong checkpoint. Okay? And that is the end of our first part of the discussion, which is yung ating pong thermochemistry. Okay po? So, after this video po, we will having our next part, which is the enthalpy. Okay po? We will discuss po the enthalpy of reactions. Okay po? God bless.